23-year-old Ava Johnson stared at her phone screen while sitting in her luxury apartment in Lagos. The city lights sparkled outside her window, and the sound of traffic drifted in from the busy streets below. To millions of followers across Nigeria and beyond, Ava was living the dream. She was one of the fastest-rising Gen Z influencers in Africa. Every day, brands sent her free products. Companies paid her thousands of dollars to mention their products in videos. Fans stopped her in malls and restaurants to ask for selfies. Her life looked perfect, but appearances can be dangerously deceptive. Behind the flawless photos and viral videos was a young woman constantly terrified of becoming irrelevant. Every morning, the first thing Ava checked wasn't her messages or emails. It was her engagement rate. Likes, shares, comments, views. Those numbers controlled her emotions more than anything else. If they were high, she felt successful. If they dropped, she felt like a failure. One afternoon, Ava sat in a meeting with her manager, Tyler, a 28-year-old social media strategist known for turning ordinary creators into internet sensations. Tyler was ambitious, clever, and obsessed with growth. He studied charts and analytics like a scientist studying an experiment. "Ava," he said while sliding a tablet across the table, "your numbers are slowing down." She frowned. "What do you mean? Your content is still good, but people are getting bored." "Bored? Not bored with you. Bored with predictability." Ava crossed her arms. "What do they want?" Tyler smiled. "Drama." She rolled her eyes. "I don't do drama. You don't have to." "What are you talking about?" Tyler leaned forward. "Relationships." Ava laughed. "No. Hear me out." "No. Ava. No." Tyler sighed. "Relationship content is dominating social media. Couples get more views than anyone else." "I'm not dating anyone." "You don't need to." Ava stared at him. The room suddenly felt quiet. "What exactly are you suggesting?" Tyler smiled. "A fake relationship." She blinked. "What?" "A carefully planned online romance." "That's insane." "It's marketing. It's lying. It's entertainment." Ava shook her head. "No." Tyler opened a graph. The chart showed influencer engagement statistics, couple content, breakup content, proposal content, relationship challenges. Every category was exploding. "You see these numbers?" Tyler asked. "Yes." "These creators doubled their audiences." Ava looked away. She hated how convincing the statistics seemed. Tyler continued. "You don't even have to actually date the person. Then what's the point? The audience believes you're together." Ava sat quietly. The idea bothered her. Yet something about it also tempted her. Her growth had slowed. Competitors were overtaking her. Brands were becoming more selective. For the first time in years, she felt replaceable. Tyler noticed her hesitation. "You don't have to decide today." But by the time the meeting ended, the seed had already been planted. A week later, Tyler introduced her to Ethan. Ethan was another influencer. Tall, charismatic, photogenic. He had nearly as many followers as Ava. The plan was simple. They would pretend to be dating, post romantic content, create mystery, keep fans guessing, generate attention. Everyone would benefit. At least that was the idea. The first video went viral overnight. It showed Ava and Ethan laughing together at a beach in Lagos. Nothing obvious, just enough to spark speculation. Comments flooded in immediately. "Are they dating? They look perfect together. I knew it. We need answers." The internet became obsessed. Ava's followers increased by hundreds of thousands within weeks. Brands rushed to collaborate. Engagement skyrocketed. Tyler celebrated. "I told you." For a while, everything seemed amazing, until reality began colliding with fiction. Before the fake relationship started, Ava had been close friends with a young woman named Grace. Grace wasn't famous. She wasn't an influencer. She wasn't interested in internet attention. She had known Ava since university, when Ava had no followers, when Ava struggled to pay rent, when Ava cried over failed opportunities. Grace had always been there. But lately, Ava barely returned her calls. Whenever Grace suggested meeting up, Ava was busy creating content with Ethan. When Grace sent messages, Ava replied hours later, sometimes days later. The friendship slowly weakened. One evening Grace confronted her. "Ava, what's happening to us? What do you mean? You've changed." "I haven't. You have." Ava looked uncomfortable. "I'm just busy." "No." Grace shook her head. "You're obsessed." "With what?" "Fame." The word hit harder than Ava expected. Grace continued. "You weren't like this before." Ava felt defensive. "You don't understand the pressure." "I understand enough." Grace's voice softened. "I miss my friend." For a moment, Ava almost told her the truth. Almost. But she couldn't. Too many people were involved now. Too much money was at stake. Too many contracts depended on maintaining the illusion. So she lied. Everything was fine. Nothing had changed. Yet deep inside, she knew everything had changed. Meanwhile, another problem was developing. A young woman named Olivia. Olivia was Ethan's actual girlfriend. Only a few people knew about her, including Ava. At first, Olivia agreed to the arrangement. The fake relationship was supposed to be temporary. A business decision. Nothing personal. But as the months passed, things became increasingly painful. Millions of people celebrated Ava and Ethan. Fans created videos about them. Media blogs called them Nigeria's favorite influencer couple. Meanwhile, Olivia remained invisible. Ignored. Forgotten. One evening she called Ethan. "How much longer?" "I don't know." "You promised a few months." "I know." "Do you?" Ethan sighed. "The contracts keep coming." Olivia's voice trembled. "I feel like I'm losing you." "You're not." "It doesn't feel that way." The conversation ended badly. And it wasn't the last argument. As the fake relationship grew stronger online, real relationships grew weaker offline. But Ava refused to acknowledge the damage. The views were too addictive. The attention was intoxicating. Every viral post felt like validation. Every trending hashtag felt like success. Months later, Tyler proposed another idea. A breakup. Ava nearly choked. "What? A breakup arc?" "No. It'll be huge. This is getting ridiculous." Tyler grinned. "Trust me. I trusted you before. And it worked." Unfortunately, he was right. The fake relationship had transformed her career. So she reluctantly agreed. The breakup campaign began subtly. Cryptic posts, sad captions, mysterious messages. Fans immediately noticed. Speculation exploded. The internet became obsessed again. Soon blogs were publishing daily updates. Everyone wanted answers. Then came the official breakup announcement. The response was massive. Millions watched. Millions commented. Millions took sides. Some blamed Ava. Others blamed Ethan. The controversy dominated social media. For several weeks, Ava gained more attention than ever before. Tyler was thrilled. Amazing numbers. But Ava wasn't happy. For the first time, she felt guilty. The audience was emotionally invested in something completely fake. People argued. People cried. People defended her. People attacked Ethan. All because of a lie. Then everything collapsed. A former employee from Tyler's agency leaked private messages, screenshots, contracts, marketing plans, evidence. The documents revealed everything. The relationship, the romance, the breakup. Every detail had been scripted. The internet exploded. The scandal spread across Africa within hours. News websites reported it. YouTube channels discussed it. Podcasters analyzed it. Fans felt betrayed. Brands felt deceived. Sponsors withdrew contracts. Partnerships disappeared. Ava watched the disaster unfold from her apartment. Thousands of angry comments poured in. "You lied to us. We trusted you. This was all fake? I'm unfollowing." Her phone wouldn't stop ringing. Her inbox flooded with criticism. For the first time since becoming famous, she felt completely alone. Then Grace called. Ava stared at the screen. Part of her wanted to ignore it, but she answered. Neither spoke for several seconds. Finally Grace said softly, "How are you?" Ava burst into tears. All the stress, all the guilt, all the pressure, everything came crashing down. Grace listened quietly. When Ava finished crying, Grace spoke gently. "You need to tell the truth. I'm scared. I know. What if nobody forgives me?" Grace paused. "You can't control that." Ava wiped her eyes. "Then what do I do?" "You tell the truth anyway." That night, Ava barely slept. She thought about every decision she'd made, every lie she'd told, every friendship she'd neglected, every person she'd hurt. She remembered the girl she used to be, the girl who created videos because she enjoyed helping people, the girl who laughed freely before analytics controlled her happiness, the girl who valued honesty. Somewhere along the journey, she had lost herself. The next morning, Ava made a decision. No manager, no script, no strategy, just truth. She started a live stream. Millions joined. People expected excuses. People expected damage control. People expected manipulation. Instead, Ava spoke honestly. For the first time in a long time, "I lied." The comments moved rapidly. She continued. The relationship wasn't real. Millions listened. Tens of thousands shared the stream. Ava admitted everything. The pressure, the greed, the fear of becoming irrelevant, the obsession with growth, the mistakes, the selfishness, the consequences. She apologized to her followers. She apologized to Ethan. She apologized to Olivia. She apologized to Grace. Most importantly, she accepted responsibility. Without excuses. Without blaming anyone else. The live stream lasted nearly 2 hours. When it ended, Ava felt strangely peaceful. The truth had finally been spoken. The following weeks were difficult. Some followers left permanently. Some brands never returned. Some people refused to forgive her. And honestly, she understood why. Trust once broken takes time to rebuild. But something unexpected also happened. Many people respected her honesty, not because she had lied, but because she finally stopped lying. Gradually, Ava began creating a different kind of content. No fake drama, no manipulation, no manufactured scandals. Instead, she shared real experiences, lessons about social media pressure, conversations about mental health, discussions about self-worth, advice for young creators, stories about mistakes and growth. At first, the views were lower, much lower. Tyler hated it. "You're leaving money on the table." Ava smiled. "I know. Your engagement is down. I know. You could be bigger." Ava nodded. "Maybe." Tyler looked confused. "Then why are you doing this?" Ava thought for a moment. Then she answered, "Because I finally like the person I see in the mirror." A few months later, Tyler left to manage other influencers. Ava wished him well. There was no anger, no resentment, just different priorities. Meanwhile, she focused on rebuilding damaged relationships. The hardest conversation was with Olivia. Ava visited her personally. No cameras, no content, no audience. Just two women discussing the consequences of choices. Ava apologized sincerely. Olivia listened quietly. Forgiveness didn't happen instantly, but healing began. The friendship with Grace also slowly recovered. One afternoon they sat together at a small cafe in Lagos, something they hadn't done in over a year. As they laughed and talked, Ava realized how much she had missed genuine connection. Real friendships required no filters, no captions, no engagement metrics, no performance, just authenticity. A year after the scandal, Ava was invited to speak at a youth conference. Hundreds of young people filled the auditorium. Many dreamed of becoming influencers. Many wanted fame. Many wanted success. Ava stood on stage and shared her story. Not the glamorous version, the honest version. She spoke about chasing validation. She spoke about sacrificing relationships. She spoke about losing herself. Then she spoke about rebuilding. At the end of her speech, a teenage girl raised her hand. If you could go back and change everything, would you? The room became quiet. Ava smiled. It caused a lot of pain. The audience listened carefully. But it also taught me something important. What? Ava looked around the room. Fame can make people notice you. She paused. But character is what makes people respect you. The auditorium erupted into applause. As Ava walked off stage, she felt something she hadn't felt in years. Not excitement from going viral. Not satisfaction from gaining followers. Not relief from pleasing sponsors. Something deeper. Something real. Peace. Because she finally understood a lesson many people spend their entire lives learning. Success built on deception eventually collapses. Success built on truth can endure. The followers, the views, and the fame may come and go. But integrity remains. And in the end, authenticity will always be worth more than popularity. Because no amount of internet fame is worth losing yourself. And no mistake is too big to overcome when you have the courage to tell the truth, accept responsibility, and begin again. As Ava stood on that stage and looked at the crowd before her, she finally understood a truth that many people spend their entire lives chasing. Followers can disappear, views can drop, fame can fade, but character remains. For a long time, Ava believed success meant being seen by millions. Yet her greatest achievement was not becoming famous. It was finding the courage to be honest when everything around her was falling apart. Her journey reminds us that mistakes do not define our future. What truly matters is what we do after we make them. Will we continue hiding behind lies? Or will we choose truth, even when it is difficult? If this story touched your heart, remember this lesson. Never trade your values for temporary success. The world may celebrate popularity, but genuine respect is earned through honesty, integrity, and authenticity. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more powerful African stories filled with life-changing lessons. Until next time, stay inspired, stay authentic, and never lose yourself while trying to impress the world.